Hi Gemini, my name is Michelle Kelly. Welcome to This Is Your Sign. This is your mid-January 2021 reading. If you've already subscribed to my channel, thank you so much. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please like, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell and you will be notified every time I do a video. Also, if you guys have time and you're able to, I would love to hear where you are watching from. I am in Montgomery County, Pennsylvania. I'm in the United States, and I would love if you guys could let me know where you're watching from. All right, let's get started with your reading, Gemini. It says, to the sea, flexible is upside down, and the fates. So, okay. To the sea is meaning go with the flow. This girl loves the water. She's in her bathtub. She's going with the flow. So it's like you used to go with the flow and you were okay with that. You were going with what you thought was meant for you. And maybe something happened that you've had to get really flexible with, but it's like turned your life upside down. You were going with the flow, something happened, it's turning your life upside down. But this girl is still okay. She is bending and not breaking, but it's turned your life upside down, Gemini. And then the fates, the stars are aligning. So I'm going to dive a little bit deeper to find out what this is about. I'm thinking it's about work, because I know you guys are workaholics, and work is a great deflection to avoid your life. And you guys are really, really good at that. But something happened that messed your flow up. Something turned your world upside down. And I don't know what that is, but it's, you know what? It had to happen in order for you to get aligned to yourself. And it says fate, karma, acceptance. There are things you cannot change, and knowing what those things are. So this is saying your experiences concerning prosperity and abundance are now beyond your personal control right now. You are being invited to accept what is unreservedly. This could be a temporary situation seeming to thrust upon you outside forces, but there is an underlying purpose you can't see that has been determined by the fates. It could be a situation that you are unprepared for, and you may not understand how it will benefit you in the moment. Do not fight the situation. Ride it out and see where it leads. Surrender to it, and the serenity you need to make good choices from here on out will be given to you. You will indeed flourish. So whatever happened to turn you upside down and make you be more flexible and make you do things that you didn't want to do or didn't know you could do or wasn't capable of doing, this is saying it's okay. It's okay. It feels like the rug got pulled out from under you, and you really don't know what to do about it. And this is saying it's okay. You don't have to know what to do about it right now. You're being given the gift of time and surrendering. And this is also talking about the serenity prayer. So I don't know if you guys have ever heard the serenity prayer, but I'm going to recite it for you, but then you can go look it up. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things that I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. So this card is telling me about acceptance, and that accept the things I cannot change. So what can you do about the situation right now? It might be the only thing you can do is give it to God, give it to Spirit, give it to the divine, your angels. And then the wisdom to know the difference. That is the gift of discernment, and that is going to come to you. And it might not be there right now. You might not know what you're able to do, but a lot of times you don't find out what you're able to do until you find out what you can't do. So like this whole process of what has happened to you and for you is actually, it is to give you the gift of discernment, the wisdom to know the difference, to knowing what you can do out of all the things that you're finding out that you can't do. So you're being given the gift of the process of elimination too. And this is how it works for everyone. A lot of times you have to find out what you don't want and what you can't have first. And then you can find out what you can do and what you can have. But it's hard not to focus on what you don't have anymore and what you can't do. And it's very easy to obsess and dwell over that over and over again. But this is also letting you know that you're going to find out what you can do and how you can do it by all the ways of finding out what you're not able to do anymore. So this is following your bliss. My soul sings with joy. This girl has a flute. There's music. There's a unicorn. You guys, your soul needs to sing, and it needs music. It sounds like you guys really like music and connect to music. And this girl's playing her own flute. So you have to make your own music, and you have to make yourself happy. And maybe your soul wasn't able to sing with joy. Maybe you weren't singing with joy. Maybe you were just going with the flow. Okay, I'm getting it now. You guys were just going through the motions. You were doing what you thought you needed to do and how you needed to do it, and then something flipped it, and it pulled the rug out from under you. You're okay. You're still okay. If you're watching this video, you're okay. It's the fear of thinking, what if I'm not okay? This is saying you're going to be okay. This says stepping into stillness. My power is born under the majesty of silence. So this is saying, you guys, you need to go in, retreat, take an inward look at yourself. I know this is scary, especially if you've never allowed yourself the time to do it. It sounds like you weren't going to allow yourself time to do this, so it was done for you. And I'm going to tell you, God does for us what we cannot do for ourselves. So something was done it wasn't done to you. It was done for you. So a lot of times you might be a talker. You might be talking a lot. You get paid to talk, blah, 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 blah. This is like, it's time for you just to get quiet. What you find that is on the inside of you is a million times better than you ever knew was possible. I already know this about you. This is saying you need to find this out about yourself. This is all the things that you do for other people. This is all the things you tell other people what they should do and how they should do it. This is like, this is your turn and this is your time to do it. I just started reading a really good book. I listened to it, but it was really good. It's called, I can't even think of it, the Cleaning Out the Clutter. And I got it off of hayhouse.com. I'm listening to it, but it's like a lot of times our fear of what blocks us, we procrastinate and not do the first thing because we're really afraid of not the first thing, but what comes after it. And I'm like, oh my God, this is so true. A lot of times we're not afraid of the actual action, the first action. We're afraid of the second action. So you need to step into stillness, start yoga, meditation. This is all stuff that you're like, too slow for me. You need slow. You need slow it down, and you're being slowed down because you need to. And the next one is being with the flow. I am in the flow of the universe. So all of this has happened. So you can get yourself back in the flow of the universe, which is connected to yourself. You're meant to get connected to yourself, to your divine self, to spirit, to the divine, to your angels, to your guides. And as you do that, that's how you become in the flow. This is not easy to do. This does not mean you need to do it by yourself. This does not mean you shouldn't reach out for help. You might need to go to counseling or therapy right now. It is not a sign of weakness. It is a sign of strength. Reaching out for help if you do not know how to do this yourself. I'm going to tell you, you guys don't know how to do it yourself. Nobody learned how to do this themselves. So I think just actually acknowledging and reaching out for help is going to be a huge step for you guys. But I hope that you're able to do that. I think you are. I think you're more than capable. You guys are awesome. The next one is Tiger and Fire. I choose to be unstoppable. My passion is my power. I am bold. I am brave. Mighty forces come to my aid. So you guys, you have been unstoppable. Yes, your passion is your power. You're bold. You're brave. But mighty forces are coming to your aid. You have to let them. So I think you're so used to guarding and protecting yourself because you had to, and it wasn't your fault. But this is time to let other forces come to your aid. The next one is B, and it's community. You are a very powerful creature. Your work blesses everything you touch. Be open to receiving sweetness. You are the queen of abundance. So you guys, this is, you have to be open to receiving the sweetness. Yes, you are the queen of abundance. However, you got a stinger in there, and this is like your stinger is ready to come out. You don't need it anymore. You're not going to die. You don't have to constantly be working on stinging people. It's now time to let the honey out. The next one is Dolphin and Play. Swim in the happy joy of living. Inhale confidence and exhale fear. Dive into your wisdom. Go with the flow. You guys, you've got go with the flow twice into your future card. So this is like swimming. Maybe you love to swim. Maybe you love the water. Maybe that's your happy place. Maybe you love being around the beach. Maybe you love watching the dolphins. But inhale confidence, exhale fear. Keep breathing. Go with the flow. You guys, you're so sweet. You are honey. And it's okay to let your honey out and to show the world. But you guys really need to start taking care of yourselves the way you have tried to take care of everybody else. It's your turn. It's your time, Gemini. You guys need to be well. And you're gonna be more than great. You are your own abundance. You always have been. I guess the fear of what if you can't be and what if you're not, but this is like, yes, you can. So Geminis, I wish you a great second half of January. This is your sign, signing off. If you're still watching, please subscribe to my channel.